You still smiling?
Yeah.
How the hell do they do this for so long?
Good actor training?
It hurts so bad.
Yeah, it's starting to kill.
Hold it, Dion. Hold it.
Hey, help.
Hold it.
I can't.
Welcome to the family. This is the family Jules. I am Drew. This is Don.
Hello.
Hello!
Today we're going to be doing Smile. You couldn't tell from our opening.
Turn that frown upside down.
Smile is directed by Parker Flynn. It is his feature directorial debut. It is based on a short film that he did called Laura Hasn't Slept. So kudos to him for making a short film and somebody picking it up. It stars Sosie Bacon, daughter of the legendary Kevin Bacon. The movie also stars Jesse T. Usher, my man Kyle Gallner, and Caitlin Stacy, who was also in the original short, so that's cool that they brought her back. The film is about a therapist, and after witnessing a suicide from one of her patients, she goes through some disturbing experiences.
Disturbing's a lowball aspect.
Yeah.
Of that. Sorry, but yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, so
Creepy.
she witnesses her patient kill herself, and then she starts experiencing what the patient was experiencing throughout the rest of the movie.
It's transformance, I guess. I just.
Big word.
First of all, you're throwing too many big words at me. Okay, now, because I don't understand them, I'm going to take them as disrespect. Watch your mouth.
Yeah, it just boom, throwing it at you. Couldn't
Damn.
spell it, but no, yeah, it's in the trailer. I mean, basically, it's something evil that's going from one person to another.
Yeah,
It's crazy. It's really good on what the idea of that was.
Yeah, no, so you gave a better explanation than I did.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. So yeah,
Smile's back.
you should smile about that one.
Yeah.
That was a big word.
I want mayonnaise!
So the movie is rated R. It's an hour and 55 minutes long, so it's teetering on that 2 hours, so it's a little long. It does hold a 79% of Rotten Tomatoes. Again, I always say this, we don't go off of that. We just use it to throw a baseline out at you guys. We are the real deciding factor.
Yeah, we're the guys that sit around the water cooler and bullshit about the world. We don't sit there and, so this is how this happened in the movie, and this is what happened next in the movie, and this is what the director did. Nah, we're here just to bullshit and have a good time.
Also, shout out, I know my buddy Josh has been waiting for this one, so this one is for you.
Yeah.
Our number one fan, probably our only fan.
Yeah, really. He's got 5 kids, so
Yeah.
give it a couple more years, we'll be up to 6.
We'll be up to 6 fans, yeah, exactly. So we'll just get right into it and get into positives. I try to just pull one aspect, one positive. This film is a giant allegory for trauma, depression, PTSD, mental health, and putting on a happy face for everybody when you're dealing with all that, and how that can affect someone and also affect the people around them.
Don't smile at crazy people.
There's no joke here. Don't do that.
Right.
It's that simple.
Right. So it does a really good job of showing all that, and especially somebody falling into it. You know, somebody who maybe dealt with it and they've been dealing with it, and then showing that break, and then that breakdown into depression, trauma. So I think that decline. So I think it really does a good job showing that. So my positive of it is that this isn't just a half-baked, horror idea. They have a central theme, and it's really well thought out, and they continue it throughout the whole film. So it's well thought out.
There's some background to it. There's some actual educational, there's some true psychological profiling.
Perfect, exactly.
In it, that's in the real world.
Exactly.
So that's what that really helped out.
Yeah. So that's my biggest positive of it. It's not a half-cocked idea where they were just like, hey, this would be cool. Let's build a whole movie around it.
Yeah, my positives is I was impressed that for being almost a 2-hour movie, which I'm not a fan of, it's hard to keep my attention at that long, but it went quick.
It did go quick.
It kept making me guess what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of good twists in this movie, and there's a couple good jump scares.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I was like, I was sitting there. Usually, when I'm watching a long movie, I'm like, I pause it and go, God, I still have 45 minutes left. This one, I was pausing. I'm like, I'm down. I only have 13 minutes left. What?
Yeah. No, I feel you. I did the same thing. It's funny how some movies that are maybe the same length, you get through it really quick. And you're like, damn, we're already halfway through, and others you're like,
power nap.
So yeah, it does have a good flow.
There's a lot of things in the movie I did enjoy. There's a lot of gruesome in there. I mean, stuff that'll make you, it's not just your bleh, scary. It's like, oh God, ugh, really?
Yeah.
A couple of those in there.
There's a couple of gruesome. Yeah, for sure.
Like I said, I'm one of the guys that I can usually nitpick every little thing in a movie, and there really wasn't anything to even nitpick.
Okay. That's good. I mean, that kind of goes into conflicted, nitpicking things. I honestly don't have any conflicted. Anything that would be conflicted either falls into a positive or a negative for me. So do you have any? As
far as conflicted, she goes to this old place to take care of some business, and there's an old flashlight she finds, and it's like, okay, really, you picked that up? It's been sitting on the shelf for 40 years, So that's the kind of nitpicking I can do if you really want me to, but I won't do that. But as far as conflicted, the upside down shots. Yeah. Okay, that was already done in what movie?
Yeah. Devil. Recently, we watched Devil, and
that's
they
what
do
it
in
was.
Devil.
I loved it when I saw it in Devil, but now that I see it in this, it's like, okay, already been done. I mean, it still looks kind of cool. I love a good drone shot. Yeah. I mean, it's just great when they can zip through the tree or whatever they need to do.
Yeah. No, I feel you. I saw the upside down shots too, and I was like, it wasn't really needed. And then I was like, well, maybe they're trying to go for because the points that it happens, it was like, that was the point where like her whole world is about to be turned upside down.
Yeah, turn your town upside down.
So maybe that's what they were going for. But I feel you. I get you.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing.
So we're moving right along. What about negatives?
Negatives again. I really am lost for words.
I can tell.
I am lost for words.
That's unusual for Don.
Praise him in all his mercies.
There's really no negatives.
Okay. Well, I've got a big negative, so maybe that'll refresh
me. Yeah. So what are your negatives?
So my biggest negative of the film is actually part of my positive for the film. So because you have this central theme throughout the film of this depression, trauma thing, to me it feels like it makes the movie very predictable. Because of that, there's a lot of cliches and tropes used when I feel like they had opportunities to do something different and not just follow the same things that we've seen before. And instead they went for, either cheap scares or, whatever.
Well, and like I said earlier, you got the jump scares that are in there. Mm-hmm. I would agree with you there. I mean, there could have been a lot more jump scares. They could have taken quite a few of those scenes
for sure,
and made them more of that. What the hell was that? Yeah.
But my thing is that they just did them. I saw them coming because I know, what she's dealing with, what the theme is, the trauma. And I saw them coming because I'm like, oh, well, they're going to do this because that's what she's dealing with. So that's the most logical place to put a jump scare or whatever, for me.
Well, that makes sense. I agree with you there.
So as, and it's because as a society, we've become desensitized to things, especially stories and films. It's hard to look at something through new eyes. I've done it. I've done short films, and when I've been writing the story or shooting the story, you think that you're doing something new and creative, and then I stop and I'm like, oh wait, no, that's been done a million times. What am I doing? We've seen this before. So I understand it is hard to deviate from those things, but they had opportunities to. There was opportunities where I'm like, oh, okay, right here, they could have done something really cool, but instead we get something that we've seen before. Like,
And
take
it's not
that chance.
Take the chance. Exactly.
Take that
I mean,
chance.
these directors. I love you. A lot of you directors out there just need to remember that you're shooting on digital. You can shoot it again.
Yeah.
You know, this isn't the 60s and the 70s where it's like, hey, we got one roll of film and that's it.
Yeah.
You know, why do you think they were always cut back then? You had to have it right because they couldn't afford the film. Now,
That's a good point, yeah.
back it up, reshoot it, or just shoot another one, and then you sit there, get yourself a little test audience, 5-10 people, and just, all right, which one do you like better?
Yeah, exactly. No,
you don't have to stick with your dream. You want to make other people's dreams come true.
That's a good point. It's you're shooting on digital, so take the chance.
4-7 years ago.
Hiya, schmucks! 4-7 years ago!
So yeah, I mean, for me, it's a great point. It's shot on digital. Take the chance. You can rewatch it and say, no, that didn't work. Do a reshoot, and you fix it. But,
and I'm sure they are doing that, so that kind of makes me wonder who you letting make the decisions sometimes.
Right. So just, I mean, because of that, it makes it feel other films, especially, there's 2 films in particular, watching it, I'm like, okay, all you did was kind of take these other films and redo them a little bit, and this one
does blend into another
they
film
are
that was released a while back.
We kind of, in the last video, were like, oh, maybe we should give recommendations of other films that it feels like. Well, my recommendations for other films that it feels like are the films that they took heavily from.
There you go. Took heavily from.
And one of them is It Follows. There is a transference
from the person that kills to the person that
and it's very much It Follows. So
like I said, I think it's a genre kind of thing. I think these, everybody down in Hollywood or wherever, they're going, hey, this works, people are loving it, we're gonna just put a twist on it and go from there. But
I think It Follows did it better. I mean, It Follows took some chances. I love the music in It Follows.
I enjoyed the hell out of that movie.
And they took some more chances, and I felt like it made it successful, where here they could have, if that's what you're going for, take those chances, but it just feels so.
Well, this is his first film.
This is his first film.
So
that is
we're not blaming you. We love you. I'm going to tell you the truth. I think that was what you've done. I don't want to give you my jewels or anything and kind of give it away, but I'm impressed for your first film.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw your first short film. That was great.
Which Josh was in.
Yeah, there you go. That was great. Your second one, so it ebbs and flows. You have to kind of go
ebbs and flows.
Yes.
But yeah, no, it Follows, better film in my opinion. The other film that it draws heavily on, is Truth or Dare.
Yeah, that one.
You basically took It Follows and Truth or Dare, and they had a baby, and this is
the
what
blender thing again. Yes.
Yeah, and this is the baby. Now this is better done than Truth or Dare.
Yeah.
Cinematography, story, a theme. So it's done better. But I Truth or Dare is fun though. If you're going to fall into these cliches and do them, Truth or Dare at least has fun with it. These. I was expecting more with the tone and stuff, where I was expecting different with this, and they just let me down a little bit.
For me, I don't read books. Give me some. Tell me how to tear apart a TV and put it back together and fix it. I'll read it front to back. Storybook, whatever. But this movie here, I felt like I was reading a book. I was into it.
Yeah.
I was like, wow,
Yeah.
So
no, but that is positive. The storytelling was good.
Yeah.
For me, it's just missed opportunities where they could have taken chances,
taking a little more, like I said, CGI. I mean, the whole point of the movie is smiles. Okay.
Yeah.
And you pretty much used that person's smile, where I think they could have thrown some CGI demon mouth on the person's face or something. I really think they could have gone that way.
Well, they did do that in Truth or Dare, and maybe that's why they got rid of it, because I remember
then it started looking too much like another. Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah, so,
but I mean, trust me, these people smiling, it's creep. It's creepy. Like I said, don't smile at people that are not right in the head.
Don't do it!
So let's just get into the Juhl rating. You were kind of like, I don't want to give it away, but let's get into it then. What's
my Juhl rating?
Yeah,
it's a 4. I mean, I watch it again, and I think it'd be a great pre-Halloween movie.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
just when you're looking for something scary.
Something that's not. Yeah, something that just makes you go,
Right. I gotcha. For my Juhl rating, I didn't hate the film. I would give it a 3. I would buy it on digital. No, I wouldn't pay full price if it was cheap. But I'd give it a 3. I'd want to own it in that I think the story is good enough, characters acting. There are some good jump scares, some gruesome imagery. But like he said, there wasn't enough. And especially they throw it in towards the end where I was like, oh, damn. I wish they would have done that more.
It does, yeah. It picks up. It's like almost standard movies. It gets really, it really picks up, like you said, at the end. It gets way interesting towards the end.
Right.
At the beginning, even though at the beginning you think is slow, it's still making you think. That it's written to where you're like, okay, what's happening next? Something's going to happen. Something. And they get a little bit in there. They just a little bit, but it still makes you go, okay.
I get you.
Would you tell a friend?
Yeah, I would tell somebody to watch this.
Hey, Josh, watch it.
Yeah.
And you're all our friends too, so.
Yes. Absolutely.
It's worth it.
Definitely worth it. I would own it. I don't think it's necessary to own physically, but good enough to own digitally that, yeah, I could see myself, in a few months being like, yeah, I want to watch Smile again,
Yeah. It's just, I want to kind of watch it again because I feel like I did miss some things, maybe. I don't know. Yeah.
I get you. I think it's a solid film. My positives and negatives, like I said, kind of go hand in hand. They're maybe a little nitpicky. Maybe it's just because I love It Follows so much that that could be my bias eyes looking at it. But
it does happen. I do that with movies too. I think everybody does.
I think my biggest bitch though really is there's a trend of these PG-13 horror movies with these oddball stories that came out in like the 2000s. The Ring, Grudge, Uninvited, Unborn, The Eye, Shudder, Pulse. And it feels like those films. Now it's better well done, but it still feels, and those were very like lackluster. And so it borders on that for me. It has that same feel of those movies. So I guess I'm just like expecting it to explode and really take hold, and it never really does, I guess.
Well, I think you can do. What's the director's name?
Parker Finn.
Parker, yeah, Parker. I'm telling you, I was kind of hoping you'd end it one way. You did end up going the way I thought. I wanted you to go one way. You did end it the way I thought you were going to end it.
See, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I do like it either way. And I do like the way you did it because I think you do need to come out with another one. And I think you do have that potential to really make the second one better than the first.
Yeah.
And that's rare for anybody doing film. You know that.
Yeah.
But I think your second one, I think you could really nail it. I think you could really get in there and
I would be interested to see a second one for sure.
Yeah. And like I said, I thought maybe you were just trying to get it to the point, the way the story felt at the end.
Yeah.
I thought you were trying to make it a one-time movie done, but you left it open, and kudos.
Yeah.
I'd like to see another one.
There's always the potential that they'll fuck it up, though. So
they don't have our phone number yet. We'll start posting a number up here someday for you. You can call up and say, all right, what do you think is right? You're so smart.
Calm down. I'm trying to hook you up, man. I'm on your side, man.
Yeah, guys, that is our spoiler-free review for Smile. I forgot earlier. Don't forget to like and subscribe at the bottom.
The better.
And if you like what you see here, check out some of our other stuff. I'll post links at the end.
There you go. Sounds like a plan. Turn that frown upside down.
Yes.
Just don't smile too big.
Yeah. And we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah. See ya.